Hello and welcome to Mr. Thompson's Math Tutorials. Today we're going to be looking at multiplying mixed numbers. But first, I'm going to go back to the definition of multiplication. When I have something like 2 times 5, what I'm really saying is that I have two groups of 5, and I want to know how many things are in two groups of 5. Now, we all know this is 10, but why? Well, here's my two groups right here of 5. We can see that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I have two groups of those 5 things. And if I simply just count, I can see that this is equal to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, when we're multiplying fractions, the concept is exactly the same. This question here is asking almost the exact same question as we saw above. It's basically saying that I have 1.5 groups of 2.5. So I'm going to draw a model of that, and then we'll see how we can work this out more mathematically. So to start with, I would like you to always try to do an estimation, and I'd like you to try to do a range estimation when we're doing this. So 1.5 is pretty close to 2 on the high end and 1 on the low end. And let's see, 2.5 is close to 3 on the high end and 2 on the low end. So I can see that this is going to be about, it's going to be between 3 and 6. So my answer has to be between these two numbers. Let's draw a model to see how this works. Remember, I have 1.5 groups of 2.5. So here's my first, this is my one group of 2.5 right here. Okay, I'm going to color in my half. Make that half a little better. There we go, coloring my half. And there's my first group, and then I have a half a group of this. So if I do another group of 2.5, and again I'm going to color in everything, and then I have half of that group. So basically what I can do is just draw a line above. Now I can see that this is a half right here, and this is a half right here, and this is a quarter, because a half a group of a half is a quarter. So that tells me that on the bottom here I have 1 and 1/4, and up here I have 2 and 1/2. Now if I add these together, I can see that I have 2 and 2/4 plus 1 and 1/4. So that's going to give me 3 and 3/4. Now, let's try to do this mathematically, because it's a more efficient method to do this just using numbers and rather than drawing pictures. Drawing pictures is good, but sometimes the problems are too complicated. So the first thing I'm going to do is convert this into mixed improper fractions. It's already in mixed numbers, so let's make it improper fractions. And I know that this is 3/2 times, let's see, 2 times 2, there are, how many halves are in 2? Well, there are 4, and then plus 1, so this would be 5/2. All right, so now I'm going to multiply these together, and this is going to give me 15 on the top. Okay, when I multiply, I simply multiply across the top and multiply across the bottom, 15/4. Now, I'm going to convert this back into a mixed number. So how many groups of 4/4 are in 15/4? Well, there would be 3 with 3 left over. And that gives me my 3 3/4. Let's follow the algorithm here to solve this problem. So just like before, I'm going to first make these into improper fractions. So to do that, I'm going to multiply here and add here, and then multiply here and add here. Okay, so let's see. 4 times 8 is 32, plus 1 is 33/8. And I'm multiplying that time. 2 times 3 is 6, plus 2 is 8/3. So I'm going to multiply these together now. 33 times 8. Well, let's see. That would be 8 times 30 is 240. And 8 times 3 is 24. So that would be, let's see, that would be 264/24. Okay, and now I simply have to simplify. So I have to ask myself now, how many groups of 24 are in 264? Well, I know that there are, let's see, I'm going to divide that. So 24 into 264. I know that there are 10 groups at least, because 10 groups of 264, sorry, 10 groups of 24 would be 240, and then I can subtract. So I have a 10 there, and then I can see actually this would be one group. So there's one there, and when I finish, I end up with a 0 down here. So that tells me that there are 11 groups. So I can see that this is actually equal to 11. Thank you for watching.